Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When last we left off, we had just barely escaped the Endar Spire as it exploded in space. We must have had a bit of a crash landing because Carth is wondering if I remember who he is. So let's reassure him that I'm okay. Carth, the one on the communicator, I remember.
You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Oh, well, I guess I owe you my life then. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find Bastila?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How do you know she's even alive?
I don't, but Bastila's young, and she has a powerful command of the Force. We survived the crash landing, so I'm willing to bet that she may have too. Besides, what's the alternative? I mean, if she's dead, then no one can stop Malak and his Sith from wiping out the Republic, and I'd rather operate on the assumption that she survived.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
Well, what do you suggest we do next?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for her?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malak and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malak is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
Jedi? What do you mean?
Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll find a way to stop them. That sounds a little overconfident. I want to ask you something else.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What can you tell me about the planet we're on?
Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers. That was a long time ago. The upper city, where the rich citizens live, is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls. Mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Wow, you have been busy since I was knocked out. I'd like to know some more about you, Carth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
Alright, fair enough. The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we'll find her.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Hey, locker. Stuff. Stuff is great. I like stuff. Let's go. Have to leave. Have party members. Have to take cars. Okay. The Republic was weak after the Mandalorian War, and former allies used that to their advantage. That's
right,
sad.
you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens?
Uh-oh.
They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
So much for lying low. I'm gonna grenade you. Kill him! Kill him!
Oh!
Yeah!
Wango kumbeska gang, ba mamarulira, kuyami juskuna jiktanai. Ina kun mamarulira rachikun, slimo padona, rundi hadonga chihonkabi.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read what the aliens are saying. I've seen that done in a couple playthroughs for this game, and I find that to be extremely disorienting to listen to. So I'm just gonna let them talk, and if you can see the text, then I'll let you read it, and if not, then I'll just summarize what they said. Basically, he thanked us for helping and said that it's, you know, pretty often that the Sith come around and harass them. Won't someone come searching for this patrol?
Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora, kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bunkwalya gando do nado chut. Muksha papangpa, pola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Uba patu kochi. Tong nongbong chang nungyang. Tong patok smaktelia.
Okay, so he's gonna move the bodies so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. I'm going to loot. Get the items. That's it. It looked like there were 2 things. saw it hover over... Yeah, you. Okay, I guess that's not supposed to. Are you okay? You're almost dead. I'd give you a med pack, but I don't know how to do it. And like every good explorer.
On it. Done.
Hi, I'm just coming in here to steal your stuff. Don't mind me. And I am gonna talk to you.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I was just investigating the area, sorry.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
Oh, maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
I'll just collect the bounty on your head. Anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Ka.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lena.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning ch.
What's so great about these shields?
Chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda nita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Bakta kunjus miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolobank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Where did this technology come from?
Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrash tolpa da pongwale ganduna gugu chuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya. Bonanai kuchu.
So basically, he has these energy shields that the Sith came up with. They don't know where they got the technology, and they work well, but they're not perfect. Basically, is what he's saying. Anything else?
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukune tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kun bez keng balemuraya. Johnny.
Yeah, so he has a shield. He wants to sell it to me. You mentioned something about illegal aliens living here?
Tag biz tu bonko koki bakbaka. Ching para chiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha duma wamama tus. Chan shak Ulara, umrauchiska duchi, on chubanjishka yanki, titoke gratun kun chichakun king kachachonobra. Bog we tam boragatong, mulira ashang turung ni na potata twangachun tize, grutu haga jijiwa, watajuma.
So basically, aliens aren't allowed in the upper city, but apparently this apartment complex is a bit of a dump, and the humans won't rent it out, so the landlord rents it out to illegal aliens. Are you worried about getting caught?
Chi gratu loda pograshi onion komba chintono muchuba. Loda nita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Muchashak bakat. Kiye no nama paole rachikun.
Basically the authorities don't care that he's here or that any of the other aliens are here, and the Sith took over and they don't care either. Let me see what we got for sale.
Achuta.
And I'm just gonna sell some stuff. I don't think I need these short swords. I got some vibro blades instead. I'll hang on to a few of these. Generally how I play in a, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that, in an RPG is I hardly ever buy anything from stores, and that may not be the best decision in the world. I know that
On it.
definitely leaves out
Done.
some items, but I do believe that generally all that you really need to get through the game you can find, either by thoroughly exploring places and looting items. Do you have anything to say?
Pudu, Tunirama na praka
No,
donko
she just
searcha.
thinks I'm gonna kill her.
Chupatanki.
So either by exploring or just finding things. So I don't want to go here. So I tend not to buy from stores. But that's just me.
Done.
I will sometimes. Like I might come back and get that shield from him, but I'll be fine for now. Definitely don't want to spend all my money while I'm here. I'm sorry, I don't mean you to think that I'm threatening you, but I guess I am.
On it. Done.
Footlocker. Random Twi'lek. Janitor. Oh. Do you need some help? 'Cause I'll help move these guys. I mean, it might... You look like it might take you a while, and... Can I...
Jawana bota ayu at tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodong.
You don't look like you're in shape to do anything. Okay, apartment, this is our apartment. So... Oh, and I already talked to you. I'm trying to find the door to the upper city so we can leave. There we go. Journal entry added. Okay. Man, woman, no one I really want to talk to. Oh, that's our pod. Wow. So, Carth, you would have had to have picked me up, dragged me out of here, carried me / dragged me all the way into that... Huh. Good job. Salvage droids. What are you trying to get from it? Ooh, do we have a view of the city? Not really, kind of, sort of. Okay. let's continue exploring. Carth, something seems to be bothering him. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to find about it. Hey.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I would ask you the same question.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Since War Mission, of course. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
You're talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Sorry. You're the one that wanted to talk. I upset him, and I didn't mean to. That was not my intent. Okay. I have more exploring to do, but we will do that next time because I'm out of time. So I will see you later. Thanks for watching.